Hey T-Facts fam! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got some juicy updates from the world of reality TV, specifically from the latest season of Below Deck Down Under. So, grab your popcorn and let's dive right into these 4 hot stories that you won't want to miss. First up, we have the drama brewing between Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph and Sous chef Anthony Bird. Signs point to Anthony stepping into the role of the season's villain. Find out what red flags have been raised already. Next, tensions rise as Below Deck star Lara Rigby claps back at Tzarina over a diss. With a behind-the-scenes look at their complicated relationship, this clash is not one to overlook. In our third story, we explore why some crew members are calling for Lara Rigby to be the first one fired this season. Spoiler, it's all about teamwork or the lack thereof. And finally, we have an emotional moment as Lara breaks down amid the pressure of being a Chief Stew. Can she keep it together for the rest of the season, or will it be too much to handle? Make sure to stick around as we break down each of these stories in detail. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more T-Facts updates. Let's get started. Alright, let's dive deeper into our first story about the brewing drama between Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph and Sous chef Anthony Bird on Below Deck Down Under Season 3. From the very start of the season, it's clear that Anthony might be positioned as the main villain aboard the superyacht. Despite Captain Jason Chambers trying to help Chef Tzarina by bringing in a Sous chef, Anthony's attitude has raised some serious red flags. Right off the bat, it was obvious that Tzarina and Anthony were not on the same page. During their initial interaction, we saw Tzarina attempting to get to know her new Sous chef, only to be met with Anthony's dismissive attitude. When he was asked about his weaknesses, he seemed evasive and even jabbed at Tzarina, which set the stage for potential conflict. As the episodes unfold, viewers are treated to the clear tension between Tzarina's leadership style and Anthony's perceived entitlement. While Chef Tzarina is eager to establish a healthy working dynamic based on trust and collaboration, Anthony appears to be undermining her at every turn. This friction is not just limited to their professional relationship, it extends to the entire crew as well. In fact, we've witnessed Anthony expressing disdain for Tzarina's established kitchen protocols, which has led to chaos in the galley. To top it all off, Lara Rigby, the Chief Stew, also seems to be throwing shade at Tzarina, further complicating the working environment. The audience sees Tzarina trying to maintain her authority while also fostering teamwork, but with Anthony's ego and dismissive nature, it's proving to be a formidable challenge. The stakes are high on the yacht, and the pressure is mounting for Tzarina. As she navigates difficult conversations and confrontations, it remains to be seen whether she can maintain her composure and assertiveness amidst this chaos. With Captain Jason hinting at possible firings in the upcoming episodes and tensions rising, will Chef Tzarina and Anthony be able to find common ground, or is this the beginning of a dramatic downfall for one of them? Only time will tell as Below Deck Down Under continues to unfold. Now, let's move on to our second story, which dives into the escalating tension between Below Deck Down Under stars Chef Tzarina Mace-Ralph and Chief Stew Lara Rigby. After watching the Season 3 premiere, it's clear that their past collaborative relationship has taken a turn for the worse. What initially seemed like a promising dynamic has quickly devolved into a battleground of conflicting personalities. Thanks to the sneak peek we got from the Season 3 trailer, we knew that Tzarina and Lara would clash. But the level of animosity displayed during the premiere was unexpected. Their complicated history comes into play as we learn they've worked together before, but this time around, the chemistry is off. Tzarina mentioned in her Instagram Q&A that she was taken aback by Lara's negative comments from day one, leading viewers to question what really transpired behind the scenes. In a candid moment on Watch What Happens Live, Tzarina revealed that Lara had previously expressed how much she appreciated working with her. However, the tone shifted when Lara's comments in interviews painted a different picture, indicating a divide between their perceptions of the working relationship. This public display of contradiction only adds fuel to the fire of their escalating feud. Notably, it's also troubling that these two are not following each other on social media, which is often a red flag for unresolved disputes. As the episodes progress, it becomes evident that the mutual respect they once had is dwindling, leaving viewers on edge about how this conflict will impact the crew's morale and overall efficiency on the yacht. As tensions rise and the stakes get higher, it will be fascinating to see how Chefs Tzarina and Lara navigate this turbulent relationship. Will they be able to reconcile their differences for the sake of the crew, or are they doomed to be at each other's throats for the remainder of the season? With drama like this, there's never a dull moment on Below Deck Down Under. In our third story, we're focusing on Lara Rigby once again, but this time we're discussing why some viewers believe she should be the first crew member fired this season. As the Chief Stew, Lara's recent behavior has raised eyebrows and sparked concern among fans and crew alike. From the onset of her role, it's apparent that Lara struggles with teamwork, an essential component for working in the high-stress environment of a superyacht. Instead of fostering camaraderie among her team, she seems to prioritize her own standards, often engaging in gossip and setting exceedingly high expectations for her colleagues. This approach has undermined the unity that is crucial for success on board. One of Lara's most notable missteps was her dismissive comment towards Chef Tzarina, referring to her as Weird Barbary during a confessional. This kind of disparaging language not only reflects poorly on her as a leader, but also signals to the rest of the crew that she's not interested in building a collaborative atmosphere. Her unwillingness to support fellow crew members creates unnecessary tension, potentially jeopardizing overall team morale and performance. What's more troubling is Lara's tendency to internalize stress without addressing the growing fractures in the team. During moments captured on camera, we see her crying alone in her cabin, highlighting her vulnerability. While everyone has their breaking points, as Chief Stew, Lara should be setting an example for her team, and her visible distress could undermine their confidence in her leadership. As the season progresses, it's evident that her perfectionism may push the crew to their limits. With stern demands for immaculate service and glaring criticism, Lara's rigid management style could backfire, leading to even more conflict among her team. If she continues down this road, it might not only affect her performance, but also spell trouble for the entire crew during their charter season. Given these factors, many fans are questioning whether Lara is the right fit for her role. Captain Jason Chambers has a difficult decision to make as he navigates the challenges of the season. Will he consider Lara's position on the team? With so much riding on the interpersonal dynamics amongst the crew, this could become one of the season's most compelling storylines on Below Deck Down Under. And finally, we have a heartfelt moment from Lara Rigby as she experiences an emotional breakdown amid the pressures of her role as Chief Stew. As the newest member of the Below Deck Down Under crew, Lara has big shoes to fill, and it's clear that the weight of responsibility is taking a toll on her. In a poignant scene from the latest episode, we see Lara hiding away in her cabin, overwhelmed by her duties and expectations. When Chef Tzarina enters and finds her in distress, it becomes evident that Lara is struggling to cope with the demands of yachting. She confesses to Tzarina that there's just so much to do and expresses her desire to keep it together, shedding light on the intense stress she's under from the get-go. This vulnerability is a stark contrast to the image of a calm and composed Chief Stew typically expected in the industry. Lara's admission that she's too hard on myself and tends to be a perfectionist resonates with many viewers who understand the immense pressure that comes with such high-stakes situations. It's a reminder that even those in leadership positions face their own challenges and moments of self-doubt. As Lara wrestles with balancing the expectations of her position and her emotional health, the question remains, can she find the support she needs from her colleagues? Tzarina's willingness to offer a comforting hug is a step in the right direction, but will it be enough for Lara to navigate the stormy waters of the season? With Captain Jason hinting at potential firings and the looming consequences of these dynamics, we'll have to see if Lara can pull herself together and emerge stronger, or if the stress will prove to be too much as the season unfolds. As fans, we're left rooting for her to find that balance and thrive in her role, while hoping that she can turn things around before it's too late on Below Deck Down Under.